Hi Scorpio, how's it going? I hope you're doing awesome. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm going to be doing a reading for you. I've already cleared the energy of the cards and these are the cards that came out for you here. So I'll go through them all with you. This is the overall advice message that I'll do at the very end. So Scorpio, this reading has a strong theme of transition, emotional maturity, and reclaiming personal direction. You appear to be standing between an old emotional identity and a new chapter that requires courage, confidence, and movement. So, your first card that came out is the Six of Cups. The message on the card says, I remember and treasure past happiness. So, this card is telling me that you are emotionally tied to the past right now. This can show nostalgia, old relationships resurfacing, memories, childhood themes, or comfort zones that feel emotionally safe. There may be a desire to reconnect with simpler feelings or people who once felt meaningful. At its healthiest, this card is healing and emotional sincerity. And the shadow side, it could be that it can keep you emotionally anchored in what has already been. And then the next card that came out is the Fool reversed. I am guided and protected on my life journey is the message on the card. So this card is telling me that the struggle for you is taking a leap forward. You may want change, but you're hesitant to trust the unknown. There may be fear of making the wrong decision. Maybe you have fear about making the wrong decision, or maybe there's a fear of vulnerability, or maybe you're overthinking things, which can come out as a risk. The overthinking is blocking any momentum. The Fool reversed can represent someone who is caught between caution and freedom. So you may feel ready for a new chapter internally, but you're not fully trusting yourself enough to begin it. And then you have the Five of Wands. I stand my ground and look for peace is the message on the card. So this card is telling me that underneath everything is conflict or tension or competition or possibly inner chaos. this may not even be external drama. It could be you battling different desires within yourself. One part of you wants security and familiarity, while another part of you wants growth and movement. The Five of Wands can suggest that your situation has been emotionally and mentally exhausting because too many energies are pulling in different directions. And then you have the Nine of Wands. You are strong for as long as you need to be strong. I am strong for as long as I need to be strong. You've been through a lot, Scorpio, but this card shows resilience, but also emotional guardedness. This card is telling me that past disappointments or betrayals created protective walls, but you keep going, but you're cautious. You want a new beginning with the Fool card, but the past taught you to expect struggle. There's a deep energy here of you feeling like you have to protect yourself. And then you have the Strength card at the very end there. Leo energy. I can deal with whatever comes my way is the message on the card. So let me move my camera a bit here. The Strength card is one of the strongest cards in your reading. This card is telling me that very soon you regain emotional balance, confidence, and inner control. Strength is not force, it's calm mastery. So this card suggests that you soon, very soon, you will begin handling situations with maturity and composure instead of reacting from fear or exhaustion. Healing, self-respect, and courage are growing. And the Strength card is also telling me that you are stronger than you realize, Scorpio. Okay. And then you have the Page of Wands. I am always open to good news is the message on the card. Scorpio, you want excitement again. You want inspiration, freedom, passion, adventure, creativity, and forward movement. The Page of Wands is curious and energized. After this heavy emotional energy, you want to feel alive again, to explore, flirt, travel, create, start something fresh, or maybe rediscover motivation. Deep down, you want to spark. And then you have the Eight of Cups. I accept my situation without resistance is the message on the card. So this card tells me that you see yourself as emotionally done with something. This card is about walking away from what no longer fulfills your soul. Even if the physical situation hasn't changed yet, emotionally, you already know you cannot stay where you were forever. There's sadness there, but also wisdom. You understand that growth sometimes requires leaving comfort behind. And then you have the Six of Wands. I am proud of what I achieve and accept my rewards. Scorpio, people see you as strong, capable, admired, and possibly succeeding more than you realize. Even if internally you feel uncertain, externally you appear resilient and impressive. Others may view you as someone overcoming challenges or carrying yourself with confidence despite what's happening underneath. And then your hopes and fears, Page of Cups. I am as young as I choose to feel. This is emotional vulnerability mixed with fear of disappointment. So this card is telling me you hope for emotional renewal or love or creativity or heartfelt communication, but you fear immaturity or rejection or mixed signals or emotional instability. This card can also point to suppressed feelings. You want emotional openness, but you fear what could happen if emotions are fully expressed. And then your last card is the Four of Pentacles. I trust I am always safe and protected. So, in the long term, you seek stability and protection. It could mean financial security or emotional boundaries or building a life that feels safe and controlled. But Scorpio, be careful, because this card can also warn against becoming too closed off emotionally or clinging too tightly to security after healing from instability. You may eventually create strong foundations, but you should avoid letting fear limit your growth. And then your last card, the overall advice, is the Knight of Wands. I make decisions without pressure is the message on the card. So your reading ends with movement. The advice is not to stay stuck in hesitation. The Knight of Wands, the advice is to pursue your life boldly. Take action on passion, inspiration, travel, creativity, ambition, or desire. The Knight of Wands encourages confidence and momentum. Scorpio, you don't need to have every answer before moving forward. The Knight of Wands is saying, Leave behind what drains you. Trust your resilience. Stop letting past wounds control future opportunities and reignite your passion for life. Move toward what excites and inspires you. Scorpio, this reading feels like you're emerging from emotional fatigue and entering a period of renewed personal power. But the biggest challenge is fear of the unknown. But Scorpio, these cards are suggesting that you're much more ready for change than you think. So that's your reading, Scorpio. Thank you for letting me channel these messages for you today. Take good care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.